Universal Championship is on the line.
I will be in the triple threat match, wreck everyone and leave.
And it is 4. Oh my God! Braun Strowman! And now the Fiend slamming Strowman through the table! Yeah, just signed the contract for the championship! Rain door! The Fiend was a loner to Strowman.
That is not just a prediction.
It's the Roman Reigns. We indeed have a brand new Universal Box live from WWE Thunderdome at Amway Center. You mean the new in-tow Paul Heyman. I've considered Roman a friend for years. I've reached out several times, even if you call it. Roman Reigns did say this week on social media is that he is quote can have its true value. Listen, I won't argue with what Paul Heyman has to do with this entire situation. Paul Heyman and the new Universal Champions won the Universal Championship. The way that he signed the contract, picking up the championship at the most opportune time. Well, opportunity. I am still very curious about Paul Heyman. Tall, leading in a new era on Friday Night SmackDown.
Just when you thought, oh, and please don't make fools of yourself. It's him corrupting me. I was gone, tossed aside for tea only to be rescued for relevancy by this man. Binned to the thank yous and the appreciation. Threatening illnesses. Nobody bothered to say thank you. Nobody offered needed. Just a little time off. What champion? A fiend does fiendish things. Being a monster does monstrous things. That feel to be the biggest star in WWE. Rawr, great joy. Reign as your champion purports itself to be built on family, a champion, and the accountability of owning that is who this champion is. I will be the challenger at Clash of the Champions, spectacular than anybody else that's ever come before him. The winner gets to be the sacrificial lamb at the hands of the big dog. To come out of his mouth or my mouth, I'll leave their resume. It goes like, so that you get it through your, is Paul Heyman your reigning heavyweight champion. Well,
I'm a man. I signed the contract. I wreck heavyweight champion. And watch them all get slaughtered because this is my island. All you gotta do, believe that.
Roman Reigns and his special counsel. In the eyes of the Universal Champion. His challenge night SmackDown. We will find out if Bayley against the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Shayna Baszler, in the history of SmackDown. A fatal four-way match. Be Matt Riddle or will it be King Corbin? They clash. Well, here we go. and his partner, Tucker. Circus Panda. Heavy machinery against the Miz and Morrison. Up next.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back. The Jimmy Trembler. I've been calling you and texting you. Ask you something, man. What's the deal with Paul Lee?
Everything is in line. Just let me handle this. Huh? All right, I'll holler at you. Hit me up.
I don't know, Cole. Something that doesn't smell right. Rival of the Friday Night Delight. Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or Friday Night SmackDown. Of course, the tag team champions are Cesaro with title opportunity down the road. Listen, I think it's basically a foregone conclusion. This, of course, is Mr. Money in the Bank. You see the briefcase in the corner. In opportunity. And now Otis just manhandling the Miz. Nearly defeated Otis's girlfriend, Mandy Rose. Oh, regain the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Collegiate wrestler, great amateur background as he now rides John into the ropes. Oh, what a hip toss by Tucker. Splash by Tucker, double team coming for heavy machinery. And I don't know if they're a joy to watch, but they're certainly impressive powerhouses. Venue. And Morrison now, big back body drop and hit up. And now the double team on Miz and Morrison. Could be the great partner. Otis looks on, and Tucker trying to fight back out of the corner now. Tucker's got a little Money in the Bank, and Miz and Morrison bulldozed over. They're trying to slow down a bus, and Otis down low, pancaking Morrison out of the way, and allows Morrison to deliver the kick right off the face. It's all fours, and Miz now ripping and tearing at the face of Mr. Money, and not hold hard. Running knee, and Miz with a straight rights and left. And Miz and Morrison keeping the fresher man in, trying to wear down Otis, but that didn't work. Tucker off the apron. Great wherewithal by Morrison. Oh, my Lord. Kicks having little effect, though, on Otis. Is getting fired up. And Miz caught. Their Money in the Bank. And Morrison. That's what he gets. Miz and Morrison are in trouble. It could be for the Caterpillar. He's going to crush Miz. Oh, no. Here's the cover on Miz. Hooks the leg wrap. It's your win for heavy machinery tonight against the former tag team champion. Knocking off the A-list. Hey, wait a minute. Morrison's got the Money in the Bank. Morrison is escaping with a Money in the Bank contract. What is Morrison's problem?
Yeah, but I'm put his name on there. Look, tonight's a huge night. Not only so, but it's also his birthday. Tonight is a huge night for your boy, because championship match with Roman Reigns, and I tell you, I'm ready. It's a private party. Do you have an invite?
Sorry to interrupt, guys. I just
Don't touch it. Let's go. Oh, Woodsy.
Going at it for weeks here on SmackDown. Oh!
Shot. Invited, huh?
Window moments ago after an ambush in a severe. There are so many questions. Is this part of some sort of larger conspiracy? Surprising Biggie. These two have been at odds for several weeks. Remember last night through the windshield of the car. Our broadcast car.
Michael and Corey, the word that I'm receiving from our medical staff is that Biggie, very serious situation, and they'll be rushing him off to a local medical facility.
Car wrecks, Taylor. Difficult to watch.
Set up this ambush to attack Big E because he beat you at Payback?
Minding my own business when out came Big E. And I did what any man would do. And that his friend Xavier Woods was out there. You see, Kayla, if you want to be in the Universal Championship, you need to stay focused. Dodging Riddle's strikes and avoiding Corbin's power. And dancing with his own friends, you know what I mean? The biggest night of Big E's career. And what's he do? You know what they say? Come #1 contender for the Universal Championship. So I gotta go. It's what.
Corey, how can Sheamus say any of that with a straight face? Big E's condition throughout the night tonight on SmackDown. Switching gears, however, in a matter, Nia Jax will defend the women's tag team titles against the former champions.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive, your first round choice.
Championship. There's no way Baszler and Jax can coexist on the level. Nia and Baszler still in it. Sure, the champs realize it. Nice arm to her advantage. Bayley taps. They're now staring at the brand new women's tag.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, Sasha Banks, and Swiss couple of weeks for the both of you.
Tumultuous. Yeah, something.
At SummerSlam, you lost the Raw Women's Championship.
You have a point to this?
In a tag title rematch.
Before Payback, we got it all right here, okay? And tonight, straight.
Well, Bayley, Shayna has...
Who the hell do you think you are? Do you not know who you are? It's one of the pioneers of the women's evolution. You are on. That is why she is the role model to millions around the world. Highs and the lows. We have changed the game together. Company.
This is going to be big, Baylor.
Back to Friday Night SmackDown, and I'm here with WWE official Adam.
We're not exactly sure as to the extent of his injuries right now. The only thing we really know for sure, I did confer with WWE management, and the Fatal 4-Way will still take place tonight.
May I have a word with you for a moment, please? Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's boss time, and time for the WWE. We are on the precipice of something, and getting even bigger right now, because here comes the 29th day as champ. See it backstage moments ago. You could see it in the eyes of. It may come down to just that. Who's winning? And WWE Clash of Champions 2K Battlegrounds. Enter the Battlegrounds with in your face. Bayley and Sasha Banks are defined by gold. They're defined. The stark departure and attitude between both of these women.
Great!
Yeah, what happened to tag team champions here on SmackDown? Doesn't matter the location, nine women WWE has ever known. Baszler, who tapped out Bayley Sunday at Payback. Major interest in Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nia and two slick sports cars zipping in and out of lane. And then all of but no matter who walks away from the pile-up, they're going to get a lot of respect.
Cesaro's really like the human embodiment of the Women's Tag Team Championship of Sasha Banks and the SmackDown Women's Champion. Women's Tag Team Champions. Corey, Sasha Banks on 3 different occasions, but it will not be easy. So much has been said about both. Baszler and Nia Jax proved the world wrong. They're winning it. And meanwhile, as Nia Jax tags in, Bayley and Sasha Banks out of the ring, out of the equation. And Bayley and Banks with a baseball slide, but caught by John, but slung into the barricade. And again, Baszler and Jax, the defending champions, in their very first defense. Clinch up, and it bit them. They were both sent into the barricade by Jax. Now Bayley into the clutches of Nia Jax. Shoulder break. Disheartening for Banks and Bayley. Neither woman has had a great deal of luck recently. Tag Team Championship. You see Sasha Banks, you were looking over her shoulder moments ago. Her power advantage to wear down Bayley. What is Bayley and Banks at the top of the matchup trying to isolate Nia Jax, but obviously, of course, the submission specialist. Jax, the powerhouse of the team. If Banks and Bayley learned anything this past Sunday at Payback, Jax in firm control. NXT Women's Champion, remorseless, vicious. Baszler looking for a deep hammerlock submission. And Bayley center. Shayna Baszler lives for this, the ability to torture an opponent in the middle of the ring. And Baszler will realize that hard to watch, but God. Just a nasty championship match. Again, just to look at the viciousness of wanted this rematch while I'm taking their limbs apart. That marching around the ring and backs in. And going right after Nia Jax, realizing this could be her opportunity. Just Nia with me. The great strategy. And another one. Sasha Banks has to stick and move. Here comes Banks now. Running knee by Banks. Cover now. Up to the leg to win the gold. And a kick. A furious offense, but not enough to recap. Is out. Tag made. Baszler's now legal. I'm not sure if well, she realizes it now. Oh, no way. No way. Nia Jax hanging on. Double team. You see Baszler in the background. Shayna Baszler is Baszler in a while to get into the ring, but she is legal, as is Bayley. Got her, no! Kick out at 2.5. Banks thought she won. Nia Jax, thunderous powerbomb. And then Bayley would point, running knee, but Baszler fights on. And look at the Baszler sent into the corner. Banks now kicking away, and Banks now frequent tags in and out. Banks stomping away. Wander this title opportunity for Bayley and Sasha to regain the gold. Double team now by the former champion. Clutch again. And Banks now from behind, breaking things up. There's the backstabber. Hook of the leg now, and a kick out. Bayley now making the long climb to the top. Could be looking for the flying elbow. Titles, hook of the leg, kick out by Shayna at 2. Bayley. This matchup mentally fighting an uphill battle. You have to wonder how long. Baszler to the corner, tag made. Here comes Banks. And now Bayley going to position to pour on some more. Nobody. Banks went double knees into the post. Has to somehow drag her way back into the ring. She's caught on the top rope. Sasha trying to dig down deep here. Turnbuckle, and now the chop block to the back of the knee, and Banks once again. And watch this, bang, right to the back of the knee. In a bad, she doesn't know where she is, Corey. Banks has no idea where she is. And Baszler going to continue to work on the interior defense mechanism. There was nothing cheap about it. And again, continue. Referee's got to be defenseless at this point. This is throwback to Shayna Baszler. Look to end this one the same exact way she did at Payback. Trying to drag herself toward Baszler into the cover, off the belly to belly. But Sasha's unable to push with her legs. That's where the majority of the powers. And now looking for the stretch muffler submission in the middle of the ring. Kick out by Jax. Banks somehow is still in this. Banks with Sasha up on her shoulders. Nia's gonna save her partner. And my God, Nia Jax! Whoa. Nia Jax with a cross body! That is a lateral press. Tag team champion, Nia Jax! The furthest thing from friends, but in this business, when the check would feel bad for Sasha Banks tonight. I mean, stayed alive as long as she could. And we're going to take a look back to where she's ricocheting off the ring post, and Shayna Baszler matchup right here. Watch Banks' knee. It just gave out. Pinning both superstars to retain the women's obviously deep concern for the well-being of Sasha Banks done as she continued on through this matchup.
Is it hurting in here? Can you feel
Banks? Just let him help you.
I gotta look at it.
We just have to get
Touch it.
Sasha, you gotta let him help you. Come on, your knee's messed up.
We're here to help you. We're trying to help you. Don't need your help.
Calm down. Hey, calm down.
You know about Sasha, no matter what you want to say about her, she's a proud competitor. That's right. And we saw that in the matchup. Oh my God! What? They got Bayley attacking Sasha. Sasha. Oh my God! Bayley's getting. Official was just hollering at Bayley, and Bayley just barking back at him. Tensions were running high, but they're back.
Is it boss time, Michael?
They were best of friends. What did Sasha do to this? I believe that this was legitimate. But again, that's Banks. Why?
No, come on.
The hell? Oh no. Banks just trying to just survive here. There was snap across her leg. I mean, Banks. There's no rhyme or reason to this, Corey. Like you said, Bayley just...
Bayley, come on.
An injured, lifeless Sasha Banks continues to be too much. My God, somebody do something about this. Oh my God, no.
Drew McIntyre thinks he deserves the job I gave him.
This Monday, with the powerful as he inches closer to his WWE Championship match at Clash 5. This Monday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Injuring her knee during the Tag Team Championship match, and then to have this done to her after the match. Attack her former best friend, Sasha Banks.
A blind one in the WWE Universe, certainly not Sasha Banks.
And the problem is, did she want to hurt Sasha? She wanted to perhaps end her career. Look at the look, like she enjoyed this. The ambulance in the arena backstage area here.
WWE, and I've taken my pot shots over the years and made jokes and made fun, but I know her do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope to have an update on Sasha Banks and her condition to do something like this.
I wouldn't be holding my breath.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is Sami Zayn. Let's take you back to last week. In my mind, the rightful champion, jailed when we were surprised by the returning Sami Zayn. Fraud. Hardy would turn his back toward AJ Styles, and
Sami Zayn raises a very valid point. Sami never lost his Intercontinental.
Whoa. Hey. Holding the Intercontinental Championship. Why wouldn't you address me that way?
It wasn't in my notes.
The floor. Evan? Is it Evan? Come over here. Come over. Marty? Hey, Marty, it's Sami. My graphic up. Did you make sure to include Intercontinental Champion? It wasn't in your notes. I think I see a pattern here. We're going to do it.
Oh, this isn't what Sami had been. Jeff Hardy.
Me? If you wanted a match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Of you, Jeff, but also extremely confusing since for anything, nothing. If anything, you need to ask me. If you should be apologizing.
How? Knowing that I am the uncrowned Intercontinental.
What is going on around here? Is everyone going crazy? That's not how it works, Jeff. You know.
Oh, and a cheap shot by Styles. Styles still upset. Looking for the Styles clash, and Jeff Hardy with a twist of fate. AJ Styles. And Sami, his version, but it's the version of the Intercontinental Championship. This way, main event to determine Roman Reigns' challenger to the Universal Championship.
Reigns' first Universal Championship challenger. None other than Roman's own should affect the already unpredictable Fatal 4-Way. We will find out.
And this man, Matt Riddle.
The following contest is a fatal weighing in at 215 pounds. The original
Riddle knew they were going to be in this matchup with Biggie injured
entirely. Nobody was prepared for Jey Uso. Cesaro and Nakamura, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, join Talking Smack.
Friday Night SmackDown is brought to you tonight by Progressive. Your first...
I'm looking all over the building. I can't find Miz and Morris. It's okay to contract. I don't keep the Money in the Bank contract in that long. Yes. That's great.
In the bank, right?
I beg to differ.
Oh, congratulations. You stole Otis's lunchbox.
Keeping it anyway. Man, I had to come thank you for getting...
You don't know me. Paul made that happen.
You can turn up at Clash of Champions.
Let's see if you can get one on your own this time.
Music! Stop the music! This match not belong in this match just because his cousin...
goes back to payback, in which Riddle knocked off King Corbin, and now the fight's underway.
Hard way, you don't step to King Corbin's throne.
What do you think? I mean, Matt Riddle now back about Riddle, and now Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, who ensured that
A triple threat as opposed to a fatal four-way.
according to that Clash of Champions Gold Rush.
I bet you're just like me. Little. Don't worry. Next week, I've got something that's going to cheer us all up. I'll see you then. Bye. Bye.
We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is.
Can't wait to see what that's all about.
Your mug last week, I don't know what came over me. It's just,
Clash of Champions Gold Rush. It's King Corbin who was
this matchup courtesy of Paul Heyman.
Oh, and what a right by Jay. Or submission will win the fatal four-way. No disqualification.
Interesting scenarios that could play out in this matchup depending on who is victorious.
Problems for Roman Reigns in his Universal title defense.
A long
cover now by Sheamus and a kick out.
King Corbin now stopping on Matt Riddle. Ultimately, the power to insert Jey Uso in this matchup came from the big dog himself.
Basically said go out, and Roman said go out and finally win one on us. The matchup is happening. Fatal four-way to determine who will face Reigns for a foot by Riddle. Sheamus launched over the top rope into the floor, and Corbin
just in the nick of time.
But a clothesline by Corbin. Covered in a few weeks, an explosion of egos.
Two true alpha.
Now both Corbin eliminate your two other competitors. You bring it down. Advantage of it into a right hand by King Corbin, who successfully keeps Riddle out of the fray. Corbin, though, runs right into a kick by Riddle. Riddle was ready. Corbin usually sliding credentials.
Much like we discussed Friday Night SmackDown. Curious to see what Jey Uso's capable of.
Uso's turn. To turn their attention to Sheamus. So with deep six, and then the Irish Curse backbreaker. Two covers. The rules are first man to gain pinfall or submission. King Corbin, first man to gain pinfall or submission, will win. Late into this matchup after Big E was sent to a local medical facility.
I think they're probably still picking the glass out of the back of Big E's skull.
Oh, and now kick, driving Corbin to the floor.
Jump.
And Roman Reigns used his stroke, so to speak. But Uso's in it.
Or did the big dog throw Jey Uso to the wolves? Because right now,
Sheamus has been dominating much of this matchup.
Doesn't sit well that he came up short in his matchup with Big E at WWE Payback. Oh, nice go behind.
Oh, and then the and what a throw by Riddle.
There aren't too many superstars in WWE.
And Riddle and German suplex on Sheamus. Shoulders are down.
Right between the pectoral muscles of Sheamus and top. Gonna roll into a triangle. Sheamus in a lot of jeopardy.
Middle of the ring trying to
really maximize this submission.
And Sheamus trying to block, but Riddle now. And Sheamus now going to try to power out of this. Look at the power up by Matt Riddle.
Riddle was looking for an up kick.
To his advantage in the past. And Riddle, will he tap out middle of the ring?
He's not breaking out of this one. Sheamus has this cinched in deep.
Jey Uso back into the ring, and Uso delivering a kick to Sheamus. And Corbin went for the choke slam. Uso landed on his feet, kick to the mid.
Uso putting down anything that moves. And that one of his opponents in the ring to win the matchup.
Right into Corbin. And Sheamus and Riddle.
Enemy is my friend.
And now Uso over the top rope.
Universal Championship means to all three of these men.
And remember, there are no...
Jey Uso sacrificing his own well-being to take down his opponent.
And Jey Uso trying to fight back against the King. Bangs and barricade caught by Corbin.
No.
King Corbin now sends Uso out of this.
A momentary sinister grin on the face of
the pinfall or submission inside the ring. Corbin knows that. He puts Riddle back in the ring.
It'd be for Corbin to end it himself.
And he might looking for the end of day. Thrown asleep. And now Riddle's going to win a minute. Uso with a frog splash. Covered by Uso.
Jey Uso.
At Clash of Champions.
Jey Uso, newly crowned big dog. Are you kidding me? Out of the equation altogether. Courtesy of King Corbin. The bro kick from Sheamus. A bro to sleep. Pow! Desired. Without taking into account.
Jey,
championship against your cousin Roman Reigns at Clash of Champions. How important was his...
Hey, big dog, it's locked down.
Jey Uso earned respect tonight. Big dog be sentenced to lockdown in the Uso. The stage is set. Roman Reigns.